In a universe ruled by fire and fear, two forces stand beyond death itself. One, a god of tyranny, forged in the furnaces of Apokolips. Darkseid, whose very will bends reality, whose gaze can erase existence. The other, a spirit born of vengeance, bound by divine wrath. Ghost Rider, the flaming executioner of souls, whose judgment burns the guilty and the damned alike. When justice meets absolute power, the universe itself trembles. Flames clash with Omega energy. Souls scream across galaxies. And in the heart of chaos, vengeance rides against a god. But this time, even hellfire may not be enough. Because against Darkseid, vengeance meets its end. Ghost Rider versus Darkseid, wrath of the new god. The burning wastelands of Apokolips stretched beyond the horizon. The air was thick with molten iron and despair. From the obsidian throne, Darkseid watched the fiery skies split open as a crimson rift tore through reality. From it rode a figure wreathed in blue-white flame, the Ghost Rider. The spirit of vengeance had come for a god. His chain clattered against the black stone as his voice echoed through the cosmic void. Darkseid of Apokolips, Ghost Rider thundered, "Your sins have burned across universes. I am the reckoning." Darkseid rose slowly, his crimson eyes glowing like dying stars. "You are fire. I am the end of fire," he said. "Come then, Rider. Let judgment face dominion." Ghost Rider's chain burst outward, wrapping around Darkseid's arm in a blaze of infernal light. The flames roared, devouring matter itself, melting the floor beneath them. Darkseid didn't flinch. He looked down at the burning metal and tightened his grip, shattering the chain like brittle glass. Then came the Omega beams, twin rivers of death erupting from his eyes, twisting through the air with sentient precision. They struck Ghost Rider square in the chest, obliterating him in a storm of energy. But from the ashes, the rider reformed, his skull aflame brighter than before. "You can't kill vengeance," he growled. Darkseid smiled. "Then I shall unmake it." They rose into the air, colliding amid storms of fire and godlight. Each strike cracked planets in orbit. Ghost Rider swung his chain, slicing through Apokolipsian towers, while Darkseid countered with the back of his fist, sending shockwaves through space. Below them, parademons fell to their knees as the two cosmic beings shattered the firmament. Darkseid hurled a beam into the sky, and the Omega Effect spread like a dark sun, devouring energy itself. Ghost Rider answered with hellfire meteors, raining judgment across Apokolips. Souls trapped for eons screamed as they were released in burning light. Ghost Rider landed in the midst of a ruined citadel, his flaming eyes scanning the tortured masses chained in eternal servitude. Their souls cried for vengeance. He raised his hand. The hellfire of judgment burst outward, freeing the enslaved spirits. Their ghostly forms spiraled upward, whispering gratitude before vanishing into light. Darkseid appeared behind him, his expression unreadable. "You would undo my order," he said quietly. "They were never yours to claim," Ghost Rider replied. Darkseid's fist clenched. Reality trembled. "Everything is mine to claim." Darkseid's next attack came not from his body but his will. The ground folded, gravity screamed, and the rider's flames flickered as reality itself bent to the god of tyranny's command. Ghost Rider dropped to one knee as the air turned into liquid pressure. "You are power," Darkseid said, his voice echoing across dimensions, "but you are not will. And here, will is law." Ghost Rider slammed his chain into the ground, sending a shockwave of divine flame through the planet's crust. The explosion hurled both titans into the upper atmosphere, a sky of black fire and red lightning. As Darkseid reached for him, Ghost Rider's voice became a roar of judgment. "Look into my eyes, God." The penance stare struck, an ancient light of divine retribution. For the first time, Darkseid paused. A million screams echoed within him, the weight of every planet he'd conquered, every life he'd annihilated. His eyes flickered, the Omega glow dimming. Ghost Rider pressed on, forcing the stare deeper. "Feel their pain, every soul you've damned." Darkseid's knees bent. Then suddenly the god laughed. "You presume I feel guilt, spirit," he said, darkly. "But I am beyond sin. I am its purpose." and with that he unleashed the Omega Effect point blank. The explosion shattered the rider's body, scattering his flames across the cosmos. His bike disintegrated, his skull cracked, and his chain melted into cosmic ash. But Ghost Rider's essence persisted, reforming from divine fury. His voice thundered from the void. I am eternal vengeance. Darkseid's silhouette loomed through the flames. And I am eternal rule. They clashed again. God and ghost, power and punishment. Their blows tearing holes in space-time. From the distance came the female furies, Apokolips' most deadly warriors. They surrounded the battleground, their weapons glowing with God-forged power. Your realm burns, Lord Darkseid, said Granny Goodness. Shall we strike? Darkseid raised a hand. No, let the rider see the futility of defiance. Ghost Rider glared at them, hellfire building around him. You serve a monster. Granny smiled cruelly. We serve a god. The Furies attacked, but their weapons melted upon contact with his flames. Ghost Rider's chain ripped through the air, sending them crashing into the rubble. Yet Darkseid did not move. He merely watched. Your power is impressive, Darkseid admitted. But you are reaction, not creation. You punish evil. I shape it. He lifted his hand, and a sphere of black energy appeared, swirling with screaming faces. Do you know what this is, Spirit? The Omega Sanction, the death that is not death. Before Ghost Rider could strike, Darkseid released it. The energy swallowed the rider whole. Ghost Rider opened his eyes, but he was no longer on Apokolips. He was in a city, Earth. He saw himself standing before a man who'd just killed his wife and daughter. He burned the man alive with hellfire. Then the world reset. The same crime, the same man, again and again. Each time he punished the guilty, and each time it began anew. The Omega Sanction trapped him in infinite cycles of vengeance, an endless loop of justice that brought no peace. Darkseid's voice echoed from the void. You are bound by purpose. I am bound by none. Time lost meaning. Ghost Rider's flame dimmed, his mind unraveling in the infinite repetition. Every sin he punished returned. Every scream echoed endlessly. Then he remembered Mephisto's words. Your vengeance is divine, but even gods kneel before will. He clenched his fist. His blue flames turned white. The true spirit of vengeance awakened. Not born of hell, but of heaven's own fury. He shattered the illusion with a scream that split the multiverse. Ghost Rider burst from the Omega Sanction in a nova of divine fire, landing before Darkseid, his flames now pure white. Your sanction cannot contain justice, he declared. Darkseid looked intrigued. Then let us test its endurance. They collided once more, power meeting power, light meeting shadow. Ghost Rider's flames scorched the god's armor, while Darkseid's fists tore through celestial fire. Apokolips itself began to fracture. Ghost Rider wrapped his chain around Darkseid's neck, pulling him into the burning ground. The flames consumed them both, and for a moment, the god's silhouette seemed to waver. Ghost Rider leaned close. Feel their agony. Darkseid's eyes flared. Omega beams erupted from his skull, blasting through the rider's chest and vaporizing the ground. When the smoke cleared, Ghost Rider was kneeling, his flames flickering weakly. Darkseid stood over him, unharmed. Darkseid lifted Ghost Rider by the throat. You are vengeance, I am necessity. You punish sins, I create purpose. He hurled the rider into the cracked sky, where space tore open once again. Ghost Rider fell through the void, his fire trailing across the stars like a dying comet. Darkseid's voice followed him. You cannot punish what defines existence itself. In the silent dark between worlds, Ghost Rider floated, broken, smoldering. Yet his flame did not die. He whispered into the void, you may rule worlds, Darkseid, but one day, justice will find you. Back on Apokolips, Darkseid returned to his throne. He gazed into the infernal horizon, the faintest flicker of white fire reflected in his eyes, a reminder that even gods are watched by something greater. He smiled. Let it come. The throne room darkened, and the world of fire burned on. Thus ended the clash of vengeance and tyranny. Ghost Rider, the undying spirit of judgment. Darkseid, the unyielding god of control. And though Darkseid stood victorious, the heavens whispered still, vengeance never forgets.